chosen ones, God's urgent message for September 1st is calling you to stop everything and listen. The heavens are stirring, and a divine shift is unfolding in your life right now. This is no ordinary moment. This is a sacred pause, a divine interruption, where God Himself is speaking directly to your soul. Something miraculous is about to break through, and it starts with you hearing His voice today. You've been walking a path that's felt heavy, haven't you? The weight of decisions, the pressure of the unknown, the quiet ache for something more. God sees it all. He knows every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every prayer you've whispered in the dark. And today, He's saying, enough. This is the moment where your struggles give way to His promises. A new season is dawning, and it's filled with clarity, purpose, and supernatural favor. This isn't about chasing dreams or forcing doors to open. It's about standing still and letting God move. When you pause, when you listen, you allow His voice to cut through the noise of this world. The chaos of yesterday, the doubts of tomorrow, they fade in His presence. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." That stillness is your power today, chosen one. It's where you hear the divine instructions that will guide your next steps. What's coming for you in September is no small thing. God is aligning opportunities, people, and resources to meet you exactly where you are. Picture a river, steady and unstoppable, carving a path through stone. That's God's provision flowing toward you now. It's not something you have to earn or fight for, it's already yours. All He asks is that you stop, listen, and trust. If this message is stirring your spirit, I invite you to take a moment and comment 777 below. That number carries the energy of divine completion, a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive what God has prepared. And if you're feeling called, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this journey together. Your action amplifies this message and connects you to a community of faith. God's voice isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a whisper, a gentle nudge in your heart. But today, it's urgent. He's asking you to lay down the plans you've been clutching so tightly. Those strategies you've mapped out, the timelines you've set, let them go. His plan is greater. His timing is perfect. Think of Abraham, who left everything familiar to follow a promise he couldn't yet see. That kind of faith moves mountains, and it's the faith God is calling you to embrace right now. This September, you're stepping into a season of divine acceleration. Things that felt stuck will start to move. Doors that seemed locked will swing wide open. The dreams you've carried, the ones you thought were too big, are about to take shape. But it starts with this moment, stopping everything to listen. God's message is clear. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are His chosen one. And He's working behind the scenes to bring His promises to life. Your life is a canvas, and God is painting something extraordinary. Every challenge you've faced, every delay you've endured, has been a brushstroke in His masterpiece. You might not see the full picture yet, but trust that it's beautiful. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "All things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." You are called, chosen one. This is your purpose unfolding. What makes this moment different? It's the clarity God is bringing. Confusion is lifting. The fog that clouded your path is clearing. You'll start to see why certain things happened, why certain doors closed. God wasn't punishing you, He was preparing you. Like Joseph, who endured years in a pit and a prison before rising to a palace, your trials have been shaping you for greatness. September, honest, marks the beginning of your rise. Pause for a second and feel that truth settle in your spirit. You're not just surviving, you're being positioned. God is placing you in rooms you never thought you'd enter, surrounded by people who will see your worth. Your gifts, your talents, the light inside you, it's all about to shine brighter than ever. This is what happens when you stop and listen. You align with God's perfect plan. Let's talk about what it means to stop. It's not about giving up or standing still forever. It's about creating space for God to speak. The world is loud bills, responsibilities, expectations, but God's voice is louder. When you quiet your mind, when you set aside the distractions, you hear Him. Maybe it's a word of comfort, a spark of inspiration, or a bold step you need to take. Whatever it is, it's meant for you. This urgent message is a call to trust. Trust that God sees what you can't. Trust that He's already working out the details. Think of David, a shepherd boy facing a giant. The world saw him as small, but God saw a king. When David stopped to listen to God's voice, he found the courage to sling that stone. What's your giant right now? Whatever it is, God's message today is that you're equipped to face it. September is your turning point. The struggles of the past are not your story's end. They're the foundation for what's coming. God is rewriting your narrative. Where there was lack, He's bringing abundance. Where there was pain, He's bringing healing. Where there was doubt, He's bringing unshakable faith. This is the power of pausing to hear His voice. If you're feeling this truth deep in your soul, comment 777 below to declare that you're ready for God's blessings. Your faith is a signal to the heavens, a testament that you're open to His plan. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls standing in faith together. Your support helps spread this divine message further. God's urgent message isn't just about what's coming, it's about who you're becoming. This pause, this moment of listening, is transforming you from the inside out. You're shedding old fears, old doubts, old limitations. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Stronger, wiser, radiant with God's light. Picture this: a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by the weight of the earth. It doesn't look like much, does it? But under the right conditions, it breaks through, reaching for the sun. That's you, chosen one. The pressures of life haven't buried you. They've planted you. September 1st is when you start to bloom. What does blooming look like? It's confidence that doesn't waver. It's peace that stays steady in the storm. It's knowing that every step you take is guided by God's hand. You're not just walking into a new month, you're walking into a new destiny. The things you've prayed for, the breakthroughs you've waited for, are closer than you think. God's message is urgent because His timing is now, not tomorrow, not next year, today. He's asking you to trust Him fully, to let go of control, to believe that He's already paved the way. Think of Esther, who stepped into a king's court, not knowing the outcome. Her courage changed a nation. Your courage, your faith, will change your world. This isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about surrendering to God's flow. When you stop striving and start listening, you allow His power to work through you. Miracles don't come from your effort, they come from His grace. And His grace is pouring over you right now, chosen one, preparing you for what's next. Every moment you've spent in the dark has been leading to this light. Every question, every struggle, every why has an answer in God's plan. September honest is your marker, your divine appointment. It's when you step out of the shadows and into the fullness of His promises. Are you ready to receive? God's voice is speaking, and it's speaking to you. Not to the person next to you, not to someone more worthy to you. He's chosen you for this moment, for this message, for this transformation. The gates of heaven are opening, and your name is written on them. Stop everything and listen, because what He's about to do in your life will leave you in awe. The beauty of this moment is that it's not random. You didn't stumble into this message by chance. God orchestrated this, just like He's orchestrating every detail of your life. The job you're praying for, the healing you need, the love you're seeking, it's all part of His plan. Your role is to listen and trust. What happens when you listen? You start to see. The path that felt unclear becomes straight. The burdens that weighed you down lift. The dreams that seemed impossible come into focus. God's voice brings clarity, and clarity brings power. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer, a vessel for His purpose. This September, expect the unexpected. God is moving in ways you can't predict. Like the woman at the well who met Jesus and found her life transformed in a single conversation, you're about to encounter moments that change everything. Be ready, be open, be still. Your faith is your foundation. It's what anchors you when the world tries to pull you under. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Your faith is evidence that God's promises are real. Hold on to it. Let it guide you. Let it carry you into this new season. God's urgent message is a call to action, but not the kind you're used to. It's not about running faster or working harder. It's about pausing, listening, and trusting. When you do, you unlock the floodgates of His blessings. Provision, peace, purpose. They're all waiting for you. This is your moment, chosen one. September 1st is more than a date. It's a divine shift. God is rewriting your story, and it's a story of victory. The battles you've fought, the tears you've cried, they're turning into testimonies of His faithfulness. Can you feel it? The tide is turning. If this message is igniting your spirit, comment 777 below to claim God's promises for your life. Let the heavens see your faith. And if you're moved, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking in God's light. Your support helps this message reach those who need it most. God's voice is calling you to rise, not to strive, not to struggle, but to rise into the fullness of who He created you to be. You're not just surviving this season, you're thriving. The world may see you as ordinary, but God sees you as extraordinary. His chosen one, His masterpiece. Think of Moses, standing before the Red Sea with an army behind him and impossible odds ahead. God didn't tell him to fight or flee. He told him to stand still and see His salvation. That's your call today. Stand still, listen, watch God move. This urgent message is your reminder that you're not alone. God is with you, working in ways you can't yet see. Every closed door, every delay, every setback, it's all been part of His plan to bring you to this moment. September 1st is when you step into His promise. Your life is about to reflect His glory in ways you never imagined. The struggles that defined your past are giving way to the victories of your future. Like Daniel in the lion's den, you're walking out unharmed with a testimony that will shake the world. God's urgent message is clear. Stop everything and listen. His voice is your guide, your strength, your assurance. September is your season of breakthroughs, of answered prayers, of divine favor. Trust Him, follow Him, watch what He does next. You're not just hearing a message, you're receiving a mandate. God is calling you to step into your purpose with boldness. The world needs your light, your gifts, your faith. This is your time to shine, chosen one. Let nothing hold you back. Every step you take this month is guided by His hand. Every decision, every opportunity, every moment, it's all part of His divine design. You're not walking blindly. You're walking in faith, and faith makes the impossible possible. God's urgent message is a wake-up call. It's time to let go of the old and embrace the new. The fears that held you back, the doubts that clouded your mind, they have no place in this season. You're stepping into a life of abundance, purpose, and joy. This is what it means to be chosen. It's not about being perfect, it's about being faithful. It's about trusting God's voice, even when the world tells you to doubt. It's about standing firm, knowing that He's fighting your battles. September 1st is your divine reset, a fresh start, a new chapter. God is turning the page, and what's written next is beyond your wildest dreams. Stop everything and listen, because His voice is leading you to a future filled with hope. Your faith is your power. It's what sets you apart. It's what makes you a chosen one. When you listen to God's voice, you tap into a strength that no obstacle can overcome. This is your moment to rise, to shine, to become everything He created you to be. God's urgent message is a promise that He's with you, a promise that He's working, a promise that your best days are ahead. Stop everything and listen, chosen one. Your breakthrough is here. This moment of listening isn't just about hearing God's voice. It's about seeing His hand at work. Every detail of your life, every twist and turn, has been guided by His purpose. You might have felt lost at times, like the pieces didn't fit, but God has been weaving a tapestry of grace. September 1st is when you start to see the pattern, the beauty of His plan coming into focus. Think of the stars in the night sky. From the ground, they look scattered, random, but from above, they form constellations, stories written in light. That's your life right now. What seemed chaotic is aligning into something breathtaking. God's message is urgent because He wants you to see the bigger picture, to trust that every moment has been leading to this. Your pause today is an act of faith. It's you saying, "I trust you, God, even when I don't understand." That trust is a magnet for miracles. It pulls His blessings closer, faster, stronger. Like Noah building an ark in the middle of dry land, your obedience in this moment might not make sense to others, but it's setting the stage for a flood of favor. What's waiting for you in September isn't just a change, it's a transformation. Your heart, your mind, your circumstances, they're all being renewed. God is breathing life into places you thought were dead. Dreams you buried, hopes you let go of, they're stirring again. His voice is calling them back to life. You're not just a bystander in this season. You're a participant in a divine story. God is writing chapters of victory, and you're the main character. Every time you choose to listen, to trust, to follow, you're stepping deeper into His narrative. This is your moment to claim your role, to walk boldly in His purpose. If this truth is resonating in your soul, comment 777 below to declare your readiness for God's plan. Let the heavens know you're listening. And if you're moved, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls standing in faith. Your support spreads this message to those who need it. God's urgent message is a call to surrender control, not to give up, but to let Him lead. The world teaches you to grip tightly, to plan every step, to fear the unknown. But God says, let go and let me. His path is better. His ways are higher. Like Peter stepping out onto the water, your faith will carry you where logic alone can't. This September, you're not just walking, you're soaring. God is lifting you above the storms, above the doubts, above the limits of this world. You're not bound by what others think is possible. You're bound by His promises, and His promises never fail. Your wings are ready, chosen one. It's time to fly. Every moment you spend listening to God is a seed planted. Those seeds are about to sprout into blessings you can't contain. Picture a field, barren for years, suddenly bursting with life. That's what's happening in your world. The dry places are becoming fertile. The empty spaces are filling with His abundance. God's voice isn't just words, it's power. It's the same voice that spoke the universe into existence, that parted seas, that raised the dead. When He speaks to you, things shift, mountains move, chains break, doors open. September 1st is when you start to feel that power working in your life. You've carried burdens that weren't yours to bear. Worries about tomorrow, regrets about yesterday, they've weighed you down. But God's urgent message is freedom. He's saying, give them to me. Lay them at His feet, and watch how light your spirit becomes. This is your season to travel unburdened. Think of Ruth, who left everything familiar to follow a path she couldn't see. Her faithfulness led her to a destiny she never imagined. Your faithfulness today is leading you to places you can't yet dream of. God's message is urgent because He wants you to step into that destiny now. This pause, this moment of listening, is holy ground. It's where you meet God face to face. It's where He speaks your purpose, your calling, your future. Like Moses before the burning bush, you're standing on sacred soil. Take off your shoes, your doubts, your fears, and listen to what He's saying. Your life is a testimony waiting to be told. Every trial you've faced, every victory you've won, is a story of God's faithfulness. September 1st is when those stories start to shine. People will look at you and see His glory. They'll wonder how you made it through, and you'll point to Him. God's urgent message is about timing. His timing. Not the world's, not yours, but His. The world says, hurry, rush, make it happen. God says, wait, trust, listen. His clock is perfect, and September is ticking with divine appointments. Be ready for what He's about to do. You're not just hearing God's voice, you're being shaped by it. Every word He speaks molds you, refines you, prepares you. Like clay in the potter's hands, you're becoming a vessel for His glory. This season, you'll see what He's been crafting all along. If this message is igniting your faith, comment 777 below to claim God's promises. Let the heavens see your trust, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking in His light. Your support helps this message reach further. God's urgent message is a call to courage. Not the kind that shouts or fights, but the kind that stands firm. The kind that says, I believe, even when I can't see. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace, your faith will carry you through the flames, unharmed. This September, you're stepping into a season of overflow. God's blessings won't just meet your needs, they'll spill over, touching every area of your life. Your finances, your relationships, your health. It's all under His care. Trust Him to provide more than enough. You've been through deserts, haven't you? Dry seasons where hope felt distant. But God's voice is like rain, bringing life to those barren places. September 1st is when the drought ends. His living water is flowing, and it's washing away every trace of lack. God's message isn't just for you, it's through you. He's chosen you to carry his light, to share his love, to show the world his power. Your life is a beacon drawing others to him. This season, your influence will grow and your purpose will shine. You're not defined by your past, not by your mistakes, your failures, or your pain. God's voice speaks a new identity over you. You're his chosen one, called to walk in victory. September is when you start living that truth, leaving the old behind. Every time you listen to God, you're building a foundation, not on sand, but on rock. Matthew 7:24 says, "Everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock." Your house, your life is standing strong. This urgent message is your invitation to step into alignment. God's plan is unfolding, and he's calling you to walk in sync with his rhythm. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to his promises. September is when you feel that rhythm in your soul. You've been waiting for a sign, haven't you? Something to show you're on the right path. This is it. God's voice is your sign, your compass, your guide. Stop everything and listen, because he's pointing you to a future brighter than you can imagine. God's urgent message is about his faithfulness. He hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't overlooked you. Every promise he's made is still true. Like Sarah, who laughed at the thought of a miracle, you're about to see God do what seems impossible. This September, you're not just stepping into a new month, you're stepping into a new realm, a realm of favor, of opportunity, of divine connections. God is placing people in your path who will see your value, who will lift you higher, who will walk with you. Your pause today is a declaration. It says, "I'm ready, God. I'm listening." It's a powerful act, one that shifts the atmosphere around you. Angels are moving, doors are opening, blessings are flowing, all because you chose to stop and hear his voice. God's message is urgent because his love for you is relentless. He's not content to let you stay where you are. He's calling you higher, deeper, closer. Like the prodigal son, you're being welcomed into his arms, into a life of purpose and joy. You're not just a dreamer, you're a builder. With every moment you spend listening to God, you're laying bricks for a future that lasts. This September, you'll see the walls rise, the foundations solidify, the vision take shape. His voice is your blueprint. God's urgent message is a reminder of your power. Not the world's power, not fleeting strength, but the power of his Spirit within you. Zechariah 4:6 says, "Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord." That Spirit is moving in you now. This season, you're not chasing blessings, they're chasing you. God's favor is pursuing you, overtaking you, surrounding you. Like the Israelites leaving Egypt, you're walking out of bondage into a land of promise. September, honest, is your exodus. You've been through battles, but they haven't defined you. They've refined you. Every scar is a story of God's deliverance. Every wound is a testament to his healing. This month, those stories will shine, showing the world his glory in you. God's voice is your anchor in the storm. When everything around you shakes, his words keep you steady. Listen closely this September, because he's speaking peace, direction, and hope. His voice is your lifeline, chosen one. You're not just hearing a message, you're receiving a mission. God is commissioning you for something greater. Like Isaiah, who said, "Here I am, send me." Your response to his voice is a yes that changes everything. September is your sending. This urgent message is about awakening. You're waking up to who you are, to what you're called to do. to the power you carry. God's voice is the alarm, and it's ringing loud. Stop everything and listen, because your purpose is calling. You've been shaped by moments you didn't understand, but God did. Every trial was a classroom, every setback a setup. This September, you'll see why. His voice is revealing the lessons, the growth, the strength you've gained. God's urgent message is a promise of provision. Not just enough, but overflow. Not just survival, but thriving. Like the widow's oil that never ran dry, His blessings will keep flowing. Trust Him to fill every empty place in your life. You're standing at a crossroads this September. One path leads to fear, doubt, control. The other leads to faith, trust, surrender. God's voice is calling you to the second path where His promises wait. Choose wisely, chosen one. This moment of listening is your turning point. It's where you shift from wandering to walking in purpose. God's voice is the map, and September Honest is the starting line. Step forward in faith and watch the road unfold before you. If this truth is stirring your heart, comment 777 below to claim God's plan for you. Let the heavens see your faith. And if you're moved, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls standing in His light. God's urgent message is about His timing, His plan, His love. He's not asking you to figure it all out. He's asking you to trust, to listen, to follow. Like Mary, who said, "Let it be to me according to your word." Your yes will change everything. You're not just stepping into September, you're stepping into destiny. God's voice is guiding you to places you've never been, to heights you've never reached. Stop everything and listen, because His plan is unfolding now. God's voice is a flame, chosen one, and it's burning away everything that holds you back. This September, His words are kindling a fire in your spirit, igniting courage, clarity, and purpose. You're not just hearing a message, you're being set ablaze with divine passion, ready to step into a season where His power shines through you. You've walked through shadows, haven't you? Moments where the path was unclear, where doubt tried to creep in. But God's urgent message is a light that pierces those shadows. It's a reminder that you were never lost. He was leading you all along. This month, you'll see His guidance in ways that leave no room for question. Think of a riverbed, dry and cracked, waiting for water to flow. That's been your journey at times, waiting, trusting, hoping. September Honest is when the river rushes in. God's voice is the current, carrying you toward abundance, healing, and purpose. All you need to do is stay open to His flow. This urgent message is your call to stand tall. The world may try to shrink you, to fit you into its mold, but God says you're made for more. Like Gideon, called from hiding to lead an army, you're being summoned to rise. Your strength is in His voice, and it's speaking now. Every time you pause to listen, you're building a bridge from where you are to where God wants you to be. Each word He speaks is a plank, each moment of trust a step. This September, you're crossing over into a land of promise, leaving the wilderness behind. Your life is a song, and God's voice is the melody. It's been playing softly, guiding you even when you didn't realize it. Now, in this season, the music is getting louder. You're hearing the rhythm of His plan, and it's time to move in sync with it. If this message is stirring your soul, comment 777 below to declare your faith. Let the heavens see you're ready. And if you're moved, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking in God's light. Your support carries this message further. God's urgent message is about His presence. He's not distant, not silent. He's right here, speaking to you. Like Elijah, who heard God in the still, small voice, you're being called to listen closely. This September, His presence will be your strength, your guide, your peace. You're not just waiting for a breakthrough, you're living in one. God's voice is breaking chains, opening doors, shifting atmospheres. What felt impossible is becoming reality. This month, you'll see His hand moving in ways that leave you in awe. Your faith is a seed, and God's voice is the rain. Every time you listen, you're watering that seed, helping it grow into something mighty. Like the mustard seed in Matthew 17:20, your faith can move mountains. September is when those mountains start to shake. This urgent message is a call to see yourself as God sees you. Not flawed, not lacking, but chosen, equipped, beloved. Like Jeremiah, called before he was formed in the womb, you were made for this moment. His voice is reminding you who you are. You've been through seasons of pruning, haven't you? Times when God stripped away what wasn't needed. It hurt, but it was necessary. Now, in September, you're bearing fruit. His voice is the sunlight, coaxing your gifts, your purpose, to bloom. God's message is urgent because His love is fierce. He's not content to let you settle for less than His best. Like a shepherd searching for his sheep, He's calling you back to the path of purpose. Listen, and you'll find your way home. This season, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. God's voice is breathing life into every area of your world. Your finances, your health, your relationships, they're all being touched by His hand. September, honest, is when you start to see the evidence. You're a lighthouse, chosen one, standing firm in the storm. God's voice is the light within you, guiding others, showing the way. This month, your presence will draw people to His truth. Your life is a beacon of His grace. God's urgent message is about His power in you. It's not your strength that will carry you through, it's His. Like Paul, who found strength in weakness, you'll discover that His grace is enough. This September, His power will shine through your story. You've been planting in faith, trusting without seeing. Now, the harvest is coming. God's voice is the signal that it's time. Like the farmer in Galatians 6:9, you won't grow weary, your reward is near. September is your season of reaping. This message is a call to rest in God's promises. The world says, hustle, strive, earn it. But God says, trust, listen, receive. His voice is your assurance that what He's promised is already yours. Step into this month with that certainty. You're not defined by what you've lost, but by what God is restoring. Every closed door, every broken dream, He's redeeming them. Like Job, who saw double for his trouble, you're about to see His restoration in your life. God's voice is a compass, pointing you to your true north. The world may pull you in 1,000 directions, but His words keep you steady. This September, you'll find clarity in His guidance, walking confidently toward your purpose. You've been through fires, chosen one, but you're not burned. God's voice is the shield that protected you, the strength that carried you through. Now, in this season, you'll shine like gold refined by flame. His glory is in you. This urgent message is about alignment. God is lining up your steps, your heart, your life with His plan. Like a puzzle coming together, every piece is finding its place. September, honest, is when you start to see the picture He's creating.